Greetings everyone, I am the infamous Jay for part 8 of the Let's Play Champions Online playthrough. In our last episode, you got to see me do one of the most infamous things in Champions at times, is the disconnect, or DC for short. But luckily I got to come back into the game, and now we're going to continue and finish this mission with the rescue of the scientists. It's not uncommon to get the what we call the red words of death, which is server not responding. When that happens, like right there, I just rubber banded. It's basically either two things: either the internet connection I have is going wonky, or the servers themselves are going wonky, like that. This is when the game gets a little bit dangerous, because you don't know if you're actually taking damage or dishing out enough damage to kill them before they're actually giving you damage. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going to happen. Hopefully I can go back to Kodiak and we'll get the mission turned in. It doesn't happen all the time, but it has its moments where it wants to do it. Don't ask me why, it just does. Son of a gun, have great fun on the bayou. Well, I'm just going to show you how long it sometimes can DC. So, let's see here. This might be a bad time because this is currently at Eastern Standard Time where I'm at. It is 12:45 in the afternoon, and this is when the servers go a little crazy. 38. There we go. My current record is probably over 300 seconds before it disconnecting me, so I'm going to go ahead and reconnect. We're going to go right here and collect Jaxx. Let's get back in the game. Like I said, it doesn't happen all the time, but if it happens one more time, we'll cut the part short until next time when we can do a little more with the game without having so many wonky features going on. As you notice, he didn't load in earlier when that happened. Alright. Purple Rain. Defuse the side bomb inside the new Purple Gang's hideout. Uh-oh. Well, it seems the leader is now taking notice. Kevin Poe is determined to make the new Purple Gang the biggest and baddest in Westside. That's why Kevin Poe employed Leyland Taylors to create a psychic super weapon that will depower anyone with superpowers. Oh, that sucks. That's a dire consequence for every superhero in the city, but it gets even worse, Jaxx. If this side bomb goes off, it may also cause permanent brain damage to every civilian caught in the blast radius. Dumbest villain ever. If you're trying to take over the area, why would you make everybody in the area retarded? That's just... that's a migraine maker. Anywho, defuse the bomb before he turns Westside into a neighborhood of drooling brain-dead zombies. I just got done saying that. The new Purple Gang's hideout is north of the city jail entrance in the big warehouse. Good luck. Alright, so now we're going to go take care of Mr. Kevin Poe, the leader of the new Purple Gang. See, boing. Good God, Millennium City's gas prices are out the roof. Then again, I think it might be higher in other areas. $4.15 for a gallon of regular. Heck, here in North Carolina, it's only $3.46 at the store nearby. That's pretty cheap considering. I haven't bought high test in over 3 years. No, I'll take it back. 6 years. Whoa. I remember back in my day, I'm going to show my age here, that you could buy gas for $1.70 a gallon. I wish that would happen again. But I digress from my memories. Let's go into the Purple Gang hideout and take care of Mr. Kevin Poe and his psi bomb. So we're going to wade through enemy territory here. We're going to take everything and everyone out. There's a reason I'm standing here. I'm letting my health go back up. Sorry to bore you folks. I'm staying on the safe side. Because once you die, like I showed in part 7, or part 6, excuse me, this is part 7. Oops. Number confusion. It's great. But anywho, as I showed in part 6, you can die, and when you die, you start back in an inside mission. You start back at the inside of the mission at the very beginning, unless there is a checkpoint achieved at some point. Or if you're in the open area of the game in the main map, you will start in one of several respawn locations that I showed off in the tutorial. And that would be part 2 and 3. Alrighty. So far so good. We're just tearing through these mooks like there's no tomorrow. Let my health go back up a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and take these mooks out. Now, there's one of my favorite tactics, the bottleneck procedure. Basically, attack a few of them, make them go through the door, they bottleneck up, and usually with a precise cone damage effect, which would be in front of you in a 45-degree angle, you can take out all the enemies through just this door section. Very effective strategy. Throwing bullets everywhere, killing all the goons. And yes, I will not quit my day job. I can't sing. Again, I can't sing. Alright, well, taking out these guys. Oh, here's where we're going to have a little fun. There's actually 2 different ways we can go. If I don't get killed first. I'll kill that guy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mook, for dropping a health orb. You can either go through option A, which is this conveyor belt area, and go through, or we can go through that door over there. I'm actually going to take the conveyor belt. Oh, if I can only get you from here. Oh, well.
We have incoming, you incompetent dolt! Reset those capacitors now! Well, look who's already here. Why, you're just in time. To be too late. Think hard while you still can, hero. I'm about to liquidate the brains of you, your friends, and every citizen of Westside. When me and my new Purple Gang take over this town, it's gonna be so awesome. I promise it'll leave you idiots drooling.
Not on my watch. Oh boy. 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 He sent everybody on me, and on top of that, he come after me. Great. Kevin Poe. This guy is a mix of munitions slash shadow powers. Like he's about to do here is the hold. So I gotta spam my key as fast as I can. Now he's using some kind of tentacle attack. Also, he'll use certain munition product based attacks. And he just killed me. Crap. I haven't noticed. If you ever level up and you notice this little thing here glowing. Oh. Let's hit the train key. Got ranks and advantages, talents, and power. Let's see here. I have one power point. Let's see if I can get a heal. Please let me tell me I can get a heal. Nope. Don't look like I can get a heal. But. What I just picked there is my passive, which will slot right here. I'll show a little better in a second. It slots right there. This does a lot of good stuff for me. The one I picked is Quarry, and what it'll do is as my concentration goes up, it also starts boosting my stats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost this up now to rank 2. And we're going to go to my 2-gun mojo, and I'm going to put it to rank 2. So I'm dealing a whole lot more damage. On a passive, the greatest thing to do is usually go to rank 3, or depending on what it does on its extras, you can take and usually go to its other advantages and select there. This passive, I'm going to take to rank 3. As you see here, it deals an additional 54% of physical damage and an additional 27% non-physical damage with all attacks. Your dodge chances now increase by 15%. That means I dodge a whole lot more attacks. Thank you. While using attacks that aren't energy builders, you gain a single stack of Audacity. Each stack grants 7.5 avoidance, plus 1 intelligence, and plus 1 ego. Audacity can stack... Audacity... Speech failure again. I told you folks, after part 5, you'll be hearing a lot more of them. Can stack up to 3 times. Alright, after doing that, and as you've seen with the ranks and advantages, what that does is let me get the option to choose what I want to use. Put points into whatever powers down here I want to put into. Let's see here. I want Dex Intelligence. Alright, now we're beefed up a little bit better. I guess now Kevin Poe won't be such a problem. So let's get our butts back into the fray. Oops. But as I was explaining earlier, Kevin Poe is a mixture of 2 different power sets. He is using munitions as well as the shadow powers. As you've seen, the last attack that killed me was his life drain attack, which if not blocked will kill you very quickly. Like that. He will always announce, your soul will be mine, and try to drain your life. Next, he'll try to use a hold, block. If you use the block key, you can move while blocking. As you see with my travel power, it kind of glitches that fact. And he also has my attack, 2-gun mojo. But because I beefed up a little bit, he's down. And we get a perk. Vanquished Kevin Poe. See what he gives us. Alright, he gives us diplomatic boots and MCP recognition. Oh, we got another item. Ooh! Questionite. Goody, 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 goody. You'll love them Q-Night boxes, I swear to it. Anywho, I'll show that off. A Questionite box, you get a chance to get from anywhere from 200 Questionite up to 1,500. To activate it, right-click it, Alright, we got the lowest amount, which is 200 questionite ore. So you go here, you have questionite ore, it tells you how much you got. We hit the refine button, now we have refined questionite. Now our stat goes up. The cap, the max you can do is 8,000 a day. Once you hit the 1,000 day perk, you get a double cap increase, which basically you can refine 1,600 or 16,000, excuse me. Again with the speech failures, Jay, I swear. I think that's going to be the running gag of this LP, is me failing in my literacy. Alright, I'm going to show you a little something. So instead of running all the way back to the entrance, this is from a mission, I'm going to hit J, which brings up our overview, active, completed, perks, and lore. You can click these tabs to see the different lore you found. Like right here, it'll tell you some of them you can find like uncategorized. Perks, which you can collect all and see what you have here. Character, which is just your character perks themselves. As I'll show here, the ultimate is the 1,000 day perk. And it also, you have different other ones for whatever perk you get. Collection, exploration, heroic. This right here is the special perk for being a lifetime subscription holder, which you get Vanguard. You also get the title Vanguard. Perk your curiosity, lore. Right here at Signature Villains, you get to see where where we defeated Black Talon in the tutorial, and also Kevin Poe in this one. Signature Villains is basically the special villains with a name. A big majority of them will come up as a perk saying you vanquished certain villain. Rogues Gallery is basically their minions, like Mauve here. I defeated 100 Purple Gang members, so I got a title for that too. Deep Purple, which is the second start of this mission, which is indicated by these arrows here, is defeat 1,000 of these guys. The next step after that, which I'll have little markers at the corners, is which would be defeating 5,000 of these guys. If you have the time to do that and earn the perk, then you are the man. Completed, this tab here shows off like where you've completed missions and everything. Shows you which ones you completed, like in the tutorial. Currently we're in Millennium City, so it's telling us missions we've completed in Millennium City. The active tab tells you what missions are active. Like right there at the tutorial, I still have a tutorial mission, which is Video Star, which I will be getting rid of here shortly, like right now. How to get rid of a mission? Come down here to the drop and drop it. Say like if you're in a team, somebody doesn't have the mission but you do, you can always hit the share tab. If you're in a team and you want to do a certain mission but you can't get it to do what you want to, hit make primary, and it'll turn from that orange color to a blue color saying this is the primary mission, divided by a line. Then if you have more than one, they'll show up down here below that, starting with 2 and onward. Another way to make them primary is you can click the one through whatever key there. It'll turn it, if it's below the first mission, like 2, 3, 4, 5. If I click it as 5, it'll come up here as the main and go to 1. And then the rest of them will go numerically as also. I'm going to clear the primary. Hide missions says what it says. You take that mission, you can hide it. And if you need to find it, you can unhide it. Overview is just telling us about all sorts of goodies here that can be going on. But anyway, the main thing that I want to do is I'm going to hit this thing called the crime computer. And here's a little button that was just added roughly a year ago. It's called Leave Current Map. I can automatically guide you out of your current map. Would you like me to do so? Yes. Hit exit now. And I'm going to transfer out to Millennium City. So now we're going to return to Kodiak. And now we're level 10. Congratulations on hitting level 10. You have gained access to the specialization tree. Press P to open your power screen. The specialization tree will be displayed for you. Add points to a specialization by clicking on the left mouse button. Remove points by clicking on the right mouse button. If you are satisfied with your choices, click on Commit. Specialization points are granted at every level. New selections of the tree unlock at levels 20, 30, and 40. Okay. We're going to go ahead and collect our mission, checking in with the chief, which is speak to Chief Surhoff. But what I'm going to show off, besides getting our next thing, let's see what we got. We got our secondary super stat and purchase our specialization. I'm not going to do the ranks and advantages because I've only got one advantage point at this time. At every level, you do get an advantage point, and at certain levels, and I'll tell you the levels is best of my memory would be 3. No, it's usually every 3 levels. So from level 8, it'd be 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, 32, 35, 38 would be your last power, and then final level, which will give you your last set of advantages and things. That's pretty much roughly the level how the powers will come when you get them. So the next level, I get a power. Anyway, we're going to go to our next set of stats, which is our secondary super stat. You get 2 of these. As you've seen in one of the earlier episodes, I got my first super stat, my primary super stat, which is going to be Dex. My secondary stat, I'm going to click on an Ego, which improves my damage. Alright. We'll go ahead and turn that off because we already got the screen up. And you notice once we hit the power key, or we hit this key, this screen pops up here. This is your specializations tree. The first tab down here that you will get to mess with is it is collaborated with your primary super stat. So if you pick Constitution, it'll be everything about your Constitution. Dexterity will be your Dex here, as we get that, so on and so forth. So let's see, we get our choices of combat training, gear utilization, brush it off, and power swell. Let's see, this increases gear utilization, increases the amount of offense and defense you receive from items by 6%. Offense now also grants critical strike rating. I'm gonna go with combat training, and I'm going to commit to that. And right now I can't use my ranks and advantages because I've only got 1 point. But let's go talk to the chief. We're going to run through Little Italy here. And here we are. Let's talk to Chief Surhoff. Thank goodness you're one of the good guys. Alrighty. I will conclude this episode here. And in our next episode, we're going to help the Chief here. So, I am the infamous Jay, and we'll be calling this an episode. Tune in next time for the next part of Champions Online playthrough.